Alam kong natututunan na ng mga estudyante ko ang Veritas kapag sila ay nagsasabi ng totoo, gumagawa ng tama at inaako ang mga gawa nila sa klase o sa grupo. At bilang isang guro, kailangan natin silang gabayan at ituro kung ano ang tama at totoo.
It's in the little everyday things, speaking truth with kindness and being an example to others, even when no one is watching. Veritas is not just a concept, it is a way of life.
I know that my students have internalized Veritas in my classes. When they uphold honesty in their work, when they think critically, and express themselves with authenticity and respect. It becomes most evident when they use truth for both personal growth and for uplifting others, especially with or without anyone watching them.
I know that my students internalize Veritas when they are genuinely happy in what they're doing, when they choose to do good, and when they love to do that good.
I see Veritas in my students when they live out integrity, compassion, and courage in their questions, choices, in their dialogue, and even in their works. That is when truth comes to life.
I know that they live out Veritas when they consistently choose truth, integrity, and compassion in their studies and everyday actions.
As a social science teacher, my simple answer to the question, how do you know that my students have internalized Veritas in my classes, is for them to become socially aware. By living out the virtue of truth, they will have a real understanding of what is happening in the society and in the world. And from that, they become an agent of change.
When they first respect dialogue and have an open mind in my class discussion. Second, if there is a consistent application of honesty, integrity, and authenticity in their academic endeavors. Because I, a volunteer faculty of MCSB Tech, respect truth, including diversity and inclusivity of all learners.
I know that my students have internalized Veritas when they become advocates for truth and the safe spaces everywhere they may be. When my students are discerning, able to rationalize conscientiously, and inspire others to be advocates of our core values, I know that I have done my part as their teacher.
As a grades 3 and 4 CLE teacher and their homeroom advisor, I know that my students have internalized Veritas when they can link what I am discussing in classes to their own life experiences. One way to show, or one form of truth, is showing themselves who they are, being free to release their child actions. And the moment that I can see it, I know that I have successfully internalized the Veritas to my students.
My favorite curiosity-sparking activity is our daily pretend plays. You know, just a simple headband, a vest. It can be just a small corner. It really can transform into a spaceship, you know, a jungle. And that starts questions, giggles, and lifelong learning.
Finding the fun. Whatever our subject matter is, there is always a way to make it more interesting and engaging for our students. And if we do that, the feeling, experience of fun mingles with the content that we teach to make it much more memorable for our students.
I use student-centered approach in teaching. So whenever I relate the theories with the actual tourism practices, you can see the eyes of my students asking so many questions in their minds. And that triggers exploration of new knowledge and new skills. And that's what I'm proud of.
As a teacher, I make it a point to make my classroom more interactive and inclusive. And I do this with the use of educational technology like apps, videos, and teacher-made teaching materials. It gives me a sense of fulfillment to see the once shy, distant, and even voiceless students be more engaged, included, and participative in my classes.
What keeps me committed to the Miriam College community is the fact that it's the same community that not only taught me but formed me. And when I come to work, I come in not just to teach, but to give back to the community that believed in me first. And hopefully be part of shaping that same community with peace, love, and purpose.
My commitment to Miriam College stems from its unwavering support and care that it gives not only to the students, but to the administrators, staff, and of course, teachers like me. Being in an institution that gives everyone a chance to be a trailblazer, who wouldn't be committed?
It's the genuine culture of care and mentorship. My teacher saw me, believed in me, and lifted me up when I needed it most. Now, as a teacher, I continue that same legacy of love and encouragement for my students because I know how life-changing it can be when someone believes in me.
What keeps me committed to the Miriam College community? It's the people, the true leaders in service who uplift each other and empower their communities. The values we share keep me grounded and growing in this environment where integrity guides every decision and action has taught me to lead, teach, and learn with purpose, empathy, and compassion.
It's actually the shared values and social responsibility that keeps me committed into helping in expanding its mission. The fact that Miriam College is also empowering individuals, I would like to be part of that, and it keeps me grounded as to what I am doing right now as a professional.
Passionate.
Inspiring. Influential.
Present.
Service-oriented.
Veritas. Transformative.
Nurturing.
Compassionate.
Reliable.
So a Miriam College student is wonder-filled.
Versatile.
Purpose-driven. Honest.
Rooted. World-class.
Flourishing.
Glocal.
Transcendence.